Degrees. Joining us live this morning from Washington, D.C. is 17th District Congressional Representative Eric Sorensen. Eric, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Now, we are back again down this road many times where a government shutdown is looming. What makes this a little different? Because we've had a couple of proposals that leaders have agreed to, but they still haven't gotten anything anywhere through Congress. What's the situation?
Right. So one of the things that we have to understand is we have to get a budget through. We've got to fund the government. We need to make sure that the appropriators are appropriating the funding. I mean, that's what Congress does. We're able to take the taxes that the hard-earned taxes that people have, and then how is that invested back into our communities? That has yet to happen. And so here we are by tomorrow. The government will partially shut down tomorrow, and then we've got just a couple of weeks to prevent a full shutdown. And so as we head into tomorrow, some very important votes on Capitol Hill, that there will be a bipartisan path forward that gets us that stepping stone to get the appropriators to work so that we can get a full budget.
So, are you optimistic that this is going to be done, or are you still kind of hesitant?
No, I am optimistic. I mean, I was talking with some of my friends on the other side of the aisle just yesterday in committee and saying, what do you think is going to happen? And their whip operation on the other side of the aisle is whipping for this bipartisan resolution, and we are as well. And so I think that people back home need to understand this isn't Republicans versus Democrats. I think that we'll come together in the middle. The dysfunction that we're seeing today is really being caused by those extremists on the far right today.
So as the general public, we see these shutdowns pop up a lot, and it gets to the point where you're like, how does this keep happening? What is the attitude inside Congress? Do you all feel that way? Do you feel differently about it? Is it just, a clerical thing you have to get through? What's the attitude there?
It's frustrating for members on both sides. And I think that's a really great question, because what happens here without a budget is we still have the fiscal spending where it was, so we can't appropriate new funding. For instance, we can't get a farm bill through. I'm on the Agriculture Committee, and we need to make sure that we get a farm bill through that is going to help our family farmers and agriculture. Also, food assistance is highly tied to the farm bill. We can't do that unless we get this budget done first. So that was supposed to be done in September. It got pushed to November, and now it's pushed back out to March. And so we need to prioritize getting a budget. And the reason why, working families in Northern Illinois, everyone has to make their own budget, right? We have to live within our means. And that means that Congress has to do its job. And so I'm hopeful that tomorrow we're going to do that.
All right. Thank you, Representative Sorensen, for your time this morning. Have a good day and good luck.
Good to be with you.
Yeah.
Thanks.